Well, I'm delighted to be here today at St Joseph's Co-Cathedral here in Swansea for the beginning of this tour of the National Pilgrim Statue. Our Lady of Fatima is very, very dear to my heart. I've been to Fatima several times. We've prayed the Rosary in my family from a very, very young age. And I was first introduced to the 5 Saturday devotion by my mother, who had a great devotion to the 5 first Saturdays. Of course, 2025 is the centenary year of the apparitions to Sister Lucia, as she was, in Pontevedra, when Our Lady appeared to her with Jesus to communicate to her this devotion. And really it's a devotion which helps us to enter more into the reality of the apparitions at Fatima and the messages that Our Lady brought to the 3 shepherd seers during those months between May and October in 1917. And the Pontevedra apparition was the communication of this devotion on the 5 consecutive first Saturdays of the month. First of all, to go to confession, because of course we're all in need of reconciliation, healing of the wounds of our sin. And so Mary, who is the one who helps us come close to Jesus, wants us to experience the forgiveness that Jesus brings. So the first invitation of that Saturday devotion is to go to confession. Secondly, to go to Mass. It's no coincidence, but a deep providence that Mary helps us to love the Mass and love the Blessed Sacrament more deeply. So to go to Mass and especially to receive Holy Communion, because we need the food of life to journey forwards in our Catholic faith. And thirdly, to say the Rosary. Of course, the invitation at Fatima was to say the Rosary daily, and in the devotion of the 5 first Saturdays, it's an emphasis on, I suppose, especially that invitation to emphasize that the Rosary is an initiation into the Christian life. And alongside the saying of the Rosary, to spend 15 minutes reflecting, meditating on the mysteries of the Rosary. Not just to say the prayers of the Our Father, the Hail Mary, the Glory Bees, but to spend 15 minutes deeply entering into what Mary wants us to see. I use the analogy of Mary like we would show if we met somebody new and we wanted them to know something about our life, we might show them some photographs. We used to do it through albums. Nowadays we do it through the mobile phones. We show people some pictures from the different important events of our lives. So too, to spend these 15 minutes on those first Saturdays, to allow Mary to open up a photo album of her life, which is the mysteries of the Rosary that she wants us to be able to come into in order to meet her Son in a new way. And when we do those 4 things, when we go to confession, go to Mass, say the Rosary, meditate on those mysteries of the Rosary, we're participating in an act of what Our Lady described as reparation, which is to repair the damage done through sin in the world, to be able to counterbalance in the economy of grace the wounds and the sins that either we've committed in the past or which other people have committed, and especially those sins against the Holy Eucharist, to be able to counterbalance in the economy of grace through these acts of love that we, if you like, take the fruits of Jesus' passion and death on the cross, and we apply that to those areas of sin in our lives or in the world, in the life of the world. And in this way we make reparation, we repair the damage, because God wants all of his children to be able to come to know his Son Jesus Christ. And Mary has a deep heart for all of her sons and daughters, that they might know more deeply the love of her Son and the beauty of following him in the world.